rich yet.
It's not only be willing to spend the money on ads, right? But also managing expectations, right? Not only the time frame, because Colton said, okay, honestly, 90 days in when we actually see, okay, now I can predict the behavior of what I'm selling, right? With my paid ads, but only, but also sending the traffic to the right offer and to the right website and knowing that those conversion numbers, right? And I'm going to give you an example. If you a lot of I see a lot of errors when people are starting to spend money on ads, say, oh yeah, I started spending money on ads just to grow my followers. Okay, where is the monetization there? You have to have a clear goal of what do you actually want to achieve. If you actually want buyers for a course, do not pay traffic to a free PDF that doesn't have the journey, right? If behind that free PDF you don't have the next page is actually selling the course or sending them to a webinar or something, if it is just the PDF, do not spend money on the PDF, right? Especially if you're dealing with low budgets, because you don't have the time, right? We're talking about how much time it takes from a free person to actually convert it to a paying person, right? Again, managing the expectation of where you're sending that traffic. So if you're sending the traffic to an actual page where they can give you money, now you have the potential to recover that money back. And that's when you can start reinvesting that money into that machine and keep your ads on. That's how people don't go broke when they spend money on ads. But it's all about the mindset of, if I'm willing to spend money on ads, I need to send them to somewhere that they can purchase from me. Not to grow an audience, not to become famous, not to have vanity metrics. Is to actually where there can be an exchange of goods, right? That they can actually pay you.
Well, one caveat there, I'll push back because you might have just said it because you were riffing, but you do pay ads to grow an audience. You do want to do that because you can grow an audience on demand and retarget them with the offer that says, "Hey, I know you've already watched a video of mine. Now you can buy something." And that's the strategy that I use. That's game changer, right? So I do spend money to build an audience. I have hundreds of thousands of people at this point, and I have way more control than I ever had with my millions and millions of views that I've generated organically. So it's a
Yeah.
patient game, though. You got to be patient. Like
And
you only make a change like once every 3 days, or once a week, or once a month, and then you
and
wait.
that's a good point. So think about the goal, right? Because your strategy, again, which we can go deeper into another episode of your strategy, but the strategy is grow an audience and then have another set of ads to pitch to that audience to buy. So it's a two-step process, but still the same goal is I'm gonna send them to somewhere that they can buy from me. Okay. So yes, you can still do that as long as you have a goal of, after I grow my audience, I can send them somewhere, right? What I'm talking about is, like, I don't want people to start spending money just to grow a follower count on on social media, for example, you know? So very different. But again, mindset, going back to the core topic of this episode, is the mindset of, if I want to scale and want predictable money, you need to move from organic to ads. That's number one. And also number two is, let's make sure that where are you paying traffic to, there's a way that these people can make that can give you money. It's not to download a free thing that you don't have any continuity there. Make sure that you're actually collecting emails so at least you can follow up on an email sequence, right? Like all of these things, you need to have the mindset that I need to make sure that if I'm spending money to acquire Colton, I need to make sure that I can talk to Colton in another way, because I don't have guarantees that Colton is going to buy the first time, but maybe through an email or maybe through a retargeting ad, he can buy the second or third time that he hears about me.
All
Does that
right.
make
So That's right. Yeah, makes sense. In short, don't be a little bitch. Just start spending some money. Okay? $10 a day, just start. Okay? And then make sure you have a place that they can actually buy something from you, and that can literally just be a phone call, right? So if you need someone, you can send them straight to a Calendarly link. You can do add to Calendarly link and book calls that way. Okay? But you have to have something to sell, or else none of it makes sense to begin with at all.
Yeah.
Okay?
If this save you time, money, or frustrations, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. And if you want our help dialing this for your business, just go to launchesandconversions.com, book a call with us, and either Colton and I will look at your stuff and help you get better results. That's where we're going to go deeper. Okay. So see you on the next episode.
Are we rich yet?